Hi, everybody. I'm Melinda Gallant, host of Cape Conversations. However, I'm here today talking about the reconstruction of the boardwalk. And I have a great panel with us. A voice that you will just hear is from a terrific man who knows a lot about what he's doing. So if you'd introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Wendell Kelso. I'm a practicing architect and preservationist and president of McGinley Kelso and Associates.
Thank you. And at the far end there is
Dave DeConto, Director of Natural Resources.
Mike Miller, Chairman of the Selectmen.
Brendan Brides, Building Commissioner.
Bud Dunham, Town Manager.
Sam Justin, Assistant Town Engineer.
excellent. Well, this is the rapid fire questions. This is the last one. We're going to answer questions quickly and in short order. So I'm going to start with you, Wendell. I want you to talk briefly about, because we have discussed them before, however, I want you to be succinct in the elements of design, the simplicity and elements of this design. Thank you.
Thank you, Melinda. I think there's basically 5 main elements. The first is location. That's probably the easiest in that the proposed new boardwalk is going back with the same alignment as the existing one. The next is elevation, and climate change as well as the environmental regulations largely dictate whether what's the most acceptable elevation for resiliency and for long-term serviceability. And I know you've talked about that at some length earlier this morning. Accessibility will need to comply with, I'm sorry?
You just lost your audio for a second. Try again.
Okay. Accessibility becomes very important, that the boardwalk needs to comply with the Massachusetts Architectural Access Board rules and regulations, as well as the federal ADA accessibility regulations. And the 2 probably large design elements that need to be developed as the design progresses is the guardrail, how that is designed to meet the guardrail requirements, and becomes a major visual impact on whether it is the wood rails, the cable, the welded wire fabric. They're all visually important in terms of what the appearance is, and mock-ups are being constructed so that they can be reviewed by everyone in Sandwich and involved in the design process. And the arch at Mill Creek becomes a important visual item. It's not functionally needed with the elevation of the main boardwalk, but I think symbolically is important to maintain an arch over the creek. So exactly what the shape of that arch is and what the elevation changes are design elements that are being worked on.
Thank you. And moving on, these are fast questions, so I'll just raise your hand and go for it. Will I be able to jump off that boardwalk bridge?
Absolutely, yeah. We have no intentions of prohibiting jumping off the bridge.
Why is the bridge going to be so high, or is it? Anyone?
Yeah, the bridge, it was designed with a slight arch at the request of the Friends of the Boardwalk, local group. We had worked with them and met with them several times, and have made attempts to accommodate some of the requests that they've made.
Perhaps down at the very end, will there be ladders?
Yes, with no intention of changing the formation of the ladders that are there now.
So if I jump off, I'll be able to walk back, I'll be able to climb the ladder back up
Correct.
with a hoist and whatever. Anyway, all right, great. And Mike, will I be able to crab there with my chicken legs?
Of course you can. You can go between the rails or above the rails. I don't know if you should use a chicken leg, The thighs are better, not the leg.
Okay, thanks. Will the platform extend beyond the rails of the bridge?
Yes, yeah, the current ladder and platform configuration is going to remain a lot like it is today.
All right, and this has been a big question. Will we return to planks? And if I desperately want to put my name on it, can I do so?
Yes, we will. The planks that are out there now are the third iteration of engraved planks in the last 30 years, and there'll be a fourth once this is done.
I see. And will there be an opportunity to put your name on it should you care to do so?
Yes.
There will be, okay. Mine went away a long time ago, I'm just saying. Will there be an opportunity to buy the planks for the new boardwalk? You answered
Yes,
that.
process to be determined, definitely yes.
Okay, great. And, all right, what comes next? What's going to happen next?
I think one of the things that will be happening before the end of August is a public outreach session upstairs at Town Hall, where some depictions of what's been proposed will be here. It won't be a presentation. People will be able to come in, look at it, and make comments back to us.
I see. And will they do those comments in writing or in person?
Both, but I think we're going to look for it primarily in writing, so we have a firm record of that.
Excellent, good. And how do I offer those comments besides there? I've seen these PSAs. I really want to know how I can let you know what I'm thinking.
I would say the biggest thing is, send us an email. All of our emails are on the town's website. Feel free to come to a Board of Selectmen meeting and make a public comment at every single Selectmen meeting. There's 1 or 2 periods during the meeting where that can happen.
Excellent. And last but not least, you've mentioned a mock-up. You've mentioned different kinds of railings. When is that going to happen? When am I going to be able to see it? I personally vote for the cable railings because I have those on my deck and they're beautiful and you can see through them. However, I know that might not be compliant. However, when will that happen? When's it going to happen?
Very soon. We have some highly skilled people working on making these mock-ups right now, and they'll be available by the end of this month. As it stands, there are 2 of them available. The timbers and the cables are available right now, and the wire mesh should be completed within a week.
And so where will I be able to see those mock-ups?
I believe we're having a display at the end of August here in the town hall.
And
They'll be on display right up in this room.
All right, and will they be here like all the time? If I come to a selectmen's meeting and I didn't realize they were here, they will be here because you can't always get into the building, so.
Yeah, I believe they will. We'll bring them up here. They're not that easy to maneuver around, so
Right.
once they're here, they're here.
They'll stay. Excellent, excellent. Well, I just want to thank all of you gentlemen. You have been terrific, great knowledge. Thank you, Wendell, in computer land. I appreciate your help with all the information. It's great. Thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you next time on a Cape Conversation.
Melinda, can I add one thing?
Oh, my goodness, Wendell, of course you can. I'm sorry.
I would like to.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry.
I would like to be there when you jump off the boardwalk.
The new boardwalk. I think you'll have to push me off. It's a little too high for me. Anyway, thank you all so much. I appreciate it.